My beloved child, before you scroll past this moment, stop. There is something stirring tonight that you were not meant to miss. You have been waiting, wondering if the one your heart longs for is even real, if love like that still exists in a world so quick to break promises. I want you to know that long before you whispered that prayer in the quiet of your room, I had already begun writing the answer. Someone out there has been praying your name too, even without knowing your face. Stay with me now, because what I am about to reveal will change the way you see every lonely night you have ever survived. There was a woman named Naomi who used to sit by her window every evening, watching couples walk by, feeling as though she had been forgotten. She had given up on love twice, and each time the wound went deeper than the last. But one ordinary Tuesday, a stranger asked her for directions outside a small coffee shop, and in that 5-minute conversation, something shifted that she could not explain. She did not know it yet, but that meeting had been arranged before she was even born. Don't skip this part, because your own Tuesday is coming, and it may already be closer than you think. I am not asking you to chase what is not yours. I am asking you to trust the timing you cannot see. Somewhere right now, someone is being shaped, humbled, and prepared to walk beside you, just as you are being prepared for them. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in the next part of this message. A revelation about the exact season you're waiting will turn into rejoicing. There is a reason you came back for this part, and it is not by accident. Something inside you knew this message was not finished, that there was more waiting to be uncovered. Naomi did not understand yet what that stranger's 5 minutes meant, but 3 weeks later, she saw him again at a Sunday gathering she almost did not attend. She had every excuse to stay home that morning, tired, unmotivated, doubting. But something pulled her out the door anyway. If you feel that same quiet pull tonight to keep watching, to keep believing, do not ignore it, because it is not random. Before we continue, I want you to be part of this moment. Share this message with someone who has been quietly waiting on love without losing faith. Comment the word "waiting" below if you believe your season is closer than it looks, and subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of this story, because what comes next will surprise you. Naomi and that stranger, whose name was Daniel, began talking after the gathering. Neither of them planned it. Neither of them forced it. It simply unfolded the way a sunrise unfolds, slow, quiet, and impossible to rush. She later found out that Daniel had prayed for a wife for 4 years, almost giving up more than once, and the very week he stopped striving and started trusting, she walked into that coffee shop parking lot asking for directions. Stay till the end, because the timing of their meeting was not coincidence, and neither is the timing of yours. Something huge is waiting for you in the next part, a truth about what happens in the silence right before your breakthrough arrives. My child, the silence you have been sitting in is not empty. It is not punishment, and it is not a sign that you were forgotten. The silence is where the deepest work happens, the kind of work that cannot happen in noise. Naomi did not know that during her loneliest years, Daniel was in another city entirely, learning patience, learning how to love without demanding, letting go of old wounds that would have hurt any relationship he entered. Your silence is doing that same work in you right now, even on the nights it feels unbearable. There is a pattern in every love story worth telling, a season of stripping away before a season of receiving. Naomi had to release the fear that she was too broken to be chosen. She had to stop believing the lie that her past disqualified her from a future good enough to make her cry with gratitude. If you have carried that same lie, that you are somehow too late, too tired, too much, or not enough, I want you to hear this clearly tonight. That lie is not truth. It never was. Don't skip past these words, because they were placed here for the exact moment you needed to hear them. Daniel almost missed his own miracle. He nearly took a job offer in another state the same month he met Naomi, a decision that would have carried him 3,000 miles away from the very person he had prayed for. Something made him hesitate, made him wait one more week before deciding. That 1 week changed everything. Stay till the end, because in the next part, you will hear exactly what made him stay, and it may be the same quiet nudge you are feeling right now about someone or something you almost walked away from. My child, pay close attention now, because this is the part where everything comes together. Daniel sat with that job offer on his kitchen table for 6 days, papers signed, ready to mail, when a thought crossed his mind that would not leave him alone. It was not loud. It was not dramatic. It was simply a quiet knowing that said, "Not yet, wait one more week." He almost dismissed it as fear of change. But he had learned, through years of disappointment, to stop ignoring that voice, even when it made no logical sense. So he waited. And on the 7th day, Naomi walked into that gathering he almost skipped. Before we go further, I want to ask you to be part of this story too. Share this with someone who needs to hear that their waiting is not wasted. Comment the word trust if you have ever felt that same quiet nudge telling you to wait just a little longer. And subscribe, because there is one more truth left to reveal, the truth about what your soulmate may be praying for you right now, in this exact season. Naomi and Daniel later realized their story was never really about a coffee shop or a Sunday gathering. It was about two people who chose to keep their hearts soft in seasons that could have made them bitter. That is the real miracle, not the meeting itself, but the faithfulness that came before it. Don't skip this truth, because it applies to you whether love arrives next week or next year. Stay till the end, because what I am about to tell you next is the one thing your soul has been waiting this entire message to hear. My child, here is the truth I have been leading you toward this whole time. Your soulmate, whether they are near or still a season away, is not the one who completes you. I am the one who completes you, and it is out of that wholeness that real love is meant to grow, never out of emptiness trying to fill itself through another person. Naomi did not find peace the day she met Daniel. She found peace months earlier, alone in her apartment, when she finally stopped begging for a person and started resting in being enough on her own. That peace is what love recognized when it finally arrived. If you are praying for someone to love you, I am asking you tonight to also pray this, that whatever hurried, anxious, desperate places are still inside you would be healed before that person ever appears. Not because you need to earn love, but because you deserve to receive it with an open, unguarded heart instead of a fearful one. Someone somewhere may be praying for you right now, asking that you would be made ready, just as Daniel once was. Don't skip this moment of stillness, because what you do with your waiting matters more than the waiting itself. So tonight, whether you are single, healing, hoping, or simply tired of waiting, know this. Your story is still being written, and not one page of your waiting has been wasted. The same faithfulness that led Naomi through her loneliest seasons is leading you too, one quiet day at a time. Carry this truth with you when you close this video, and let it settle deep, because it was written for you.